Welcome to learn about astronomy, and today we're going to show you for the next few days what Jupiter will look like in the night sky. And as promised, we have a little bit of information about it, and we'll have a few videos coming up. We'll have a few also all sorts of little tips on Jupiter and interesting facts about the planet as we go through the December. Jupiter is basically the night sky planet for this end of November and throughout all of December. It rises a little late for now, but it does get better and better as December will go through, and Christmas we're going to have a great Jupiter planet going through the sky as everybody is going to be in the Christmas holidays. This is the view of Jupiter tonight, November 28th at 10 p.m. This is for basically North America. So most of North America at 10 p.m. tonight will see Jupiter like this. If we just put it a little farther away, notice that there are little dots, named dots. One is Europa, Io, and Ganymede. 3 of the 4 bright moons of Jupiter. These can be seen very easily even through a very small telescope, and if you got a good pair of binoculars, it's not impossible to see the moons also. So take a look. Even if you don't have a telescope, doesn't matter. I even seen people that have good digital cameras that actually can zoom in and see the moons also, which is quite amazing. So go out tonight, take that pair of binoculars with you, and you should see this night sky with Jupiter. Now, if you're in Europe or Asia, there's going to be differences because the moons and also Jupiter's rotation are quite fast. So a few hours makes a big difference in how the moons are positioned. So if we actually fast forward to tomorrow night at 10 p.m., so let's try that. Let's go to November 29th and see what this is going to be like at 10 p.m. So tomorrow night at 10 p.m. we're going to have a view that's much different. Here you'll have Ganymede, Io, Callisto, and Europa. In this configuration for Friday night, November 29th. So if you want to follow with this video and match what you see in the sky, this is pretty cool. This is Jupiter for tomorrow night. If we zoom in on here and look at the planet itself, you see that the features of the surface also change. So if you've got a cool telescope, a nice telescope that can zoom in a little more on the planet itself, you'll see that features on the equatorial belts and the features that you can watch with a telescope change also. The planet is very fast in rotation on itself, so basically this feature changes a lot. Jupiter is the 5th planet in our solar system. So we've got the Sun, then we got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and then we find Jupiter. Jupiter is quite far away. Jupiter is about, on average, 780 million kilometers from the Sun. That's quite far. And basically Jupiter is coming for a great view in December because we are getting a little closer, so it should get a little brighter. And it's already very bright. You can't miss it into the east sky every night. So this is 10 p.m. view. A third of the way up from the sky, you should see due east Jupiter shining really brightly. If we take a look at the moons and the planet Jupiter for Saturday, November 30th. Saturday, November 30th will show you at 10 p.m. this config. Here we have now two moons that are visible, and they are Io, Europa, and Callisto. Disappearing. Oh, we got Ganymede. Sorry, we've got all four. I wasn't zooming in enough. So here we got Ganymede, and you see it switched around. On Friday night you'll see three on the left side, one on the right. Now it's three on the right, one on the left. Quite interesting. It's just for the pleasure of viewing the celestial events going through. It's really, really worth it and nice to just, you know, take a peek at Jupiter through a small telescope every night and watch the different moons. And it's fascinating. If you've got children, this is fascinating. It's a way to actually make them learn more about, you know, the cosmos. Basically, if you have a big telescope, you can see more than 4 moons, but these are the easy ones. This, even a very small, cheap telescope from, I don't know, Sears, will actually show you Jupiter and its moons. That's something quite easy. And basically, if you have a good pair of binoculars, if you don't want to invest in a telescope, but you got a good pair or want to buy a good pair of binoculars, with a good pair of binoculars, you can, if you look closely, you should see the moons of Jupiter also showing up. So this will be Jupiter for Saturday night, 10 p.m. Still due east. Every night at 10 p.m. it's going to be slightly higher than the night before. You see the great red spot. That's basically a giant hurricane going on Jupiter for hundreds of years. Galileo, that first looked through his telescope on Jupiter, noticed it, and it seems to be there for the past 400 or 500 years. And one of the theories is that it never stops. It's just one kind of a big hurricane that has so much energy it never stops. It does change color. Sometimes it's more reddish and it's easier to see. We are in a part of the I would say this time period where it's actually more pinkish and a little harder to see unless you have a good telescope. It is a big planet. It is the biggest planet in our solar system, and so it really is huge. To give you an idea, if you would put the Earth in this image, you need to put 122 Earths, or precisely 121.9 Earths, to actually cover the full surface. So it gives you an idea how big Jupiter is compared to Earth, which is very small. So this is the view, Saturday night, November 30th. Which is cool here is that you can actually take your smartphone outside, compare these images with what you're seeing. And let's go up to December 1st, Sunday, and check for Jupiter configuration, Sunday night, December 1st. And this is going to be what it looks like. Jupiter is getting close to a brighter star, as you see here. And so this is going to be the configuration. That could be a very nice telescope field, actually, watching Jupiter in the night sky. Just wondering what that star is, actually. I'm not sure. It would be interesting to actually see. Let's examine this. There's a little, here we go. It's a magnitude 3.54 star. So it's not a very bright star. In a city it might be a little difficult to see, but if you're in a darker sky you might actually see see that star in the field of view. In a telescope, even in a big city, that star should be in a field of view if you watch all the moons here. Be careful not to mix that little star there that's near Ganymede for a moon of Jupiter. So look at the config here, how the moons are placed. So 22, that's 10 p.m. Sunday night, December 1st for Jupiter. This is what it looks like. 3 moons on the right side, 1 on the left. So we got Ganymede, Europa, Callisto, and Io. If we look closer for the surface features, see that the great red spot is gone. We've got another spot on the upper right side. So if you got a bigger telescope, this is basically the view you'll have of Jupiter. Jupiter is bright in the night sky because it is a big planet. Even though it's far away, it's just so big, and the clouds actually reflect a lot of light. So that's why Jupiter is just so bright in the night sky. Jupiter takes 12 years to actually complete a revolution around the Sun. So more precisely 11.8 years to make a full rotation. To give you an example, our Earth year is based on the fact that Earth takes 365 days to go around the Sun. So Jupiter takes 11 of Earth years to go around the Sun once. So for example, if you are 24 years old, then Jupiter made two full orbits around the Sun since you were born. It's an intriguing planet, and one that actually seems to help Earth survive a lot of cataclysmic collisions, as Jupiter's gravity is so strong that it actually will divert meteorites and comets in different orbits. So there's kind of a role of protection here from Jupiter, which is amazing. And let's take a look at Monday, December 2nd, for our last view of Jupiter for the next few days. Monday, we are going to have a Jupiter that will look like this. At 10 p.m., we are going to have slightly higher once again, so you'll notice that Jupiter is going to be higher and higher every day. And this is its view for great red spot will be appearing slowly on the lower left if you have a telescope, and the moons that you can see, Ganymede, Io, Callisto. It's interesting to see that there's a dance. Even though 3 moons are on the right side, they're not the same in the same order. Ganymede was close to the star on the December 1st. Now Ganymede is close to Jupiter, and it's Callisto that's close to that 3 magnitude star, which is quite amazing. So it's not the same config, even though it looks a little bit the same here. So this is our first in a series of Jupiter views and comments, and also all sorts of little facts about Jupiter that we'll add with time. And so hope you enjoy these videos, and that they will give you an interest in maybe astronomy, and who knows, maybe you'll have that little telescope as a Christmas gift coming this Christmas. And a telescope is a great way of making children also interested in astronomy. It's very important to support the science aspects of all of your children. We need scientists for the world to progress. So if you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, and you'll be informed when new videos are online. Please give us thumbs up if you enjoy our videos. It helps us have better views also. And maybe you have comments, questions, maybe there's something you'd like us to talk about astronomy. Give us suggestions of what might be interesting for you, and we'll try to make videos and talk about that. And we try to talk down to earth so that it's the easiest way possible. And so take a peek at Jupiter. I sure will take a peek at Jupiter in the next days and report on how bright it is. And I'll actually use my binoculars and my telescope, sorry here, for the phone. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to learn about astronomy.